Debra-Kuempel. My name's Chris Thorne. I'm the CEO and president of the company. I'm excited for you to join. We have a very growing industry and we need top new talent to come in and help us grow. Somewhat personal, my family has been in the trade for this now third generation. My grandfather was a bridge builder, and back then they counted the number of deaths per floor as a success rate. And I've witnessed people in my family that have been injured and the consequences of that. So I want to make sure everybody comes home safe.
You're going to hear a lot today and in the course of your careers with Debra-Kuempel about stop work authority. That's one of the biggest powers that you have as an employee, is to stop any job at any time that you do not feel safe.
Sometimes you're going to be put into a situation you may not be comfortable with, and I want to just implore everybody, you have the right to stop the work, and it's as much your responsibility as mine to make sure that we stop that work. If you're out on a job site and you're not feeling safe, not just you, but one of your peers or even another trade, I've got your back and will support that you have the authority to go in and say, wait a minute, stop. You may have a superintendent that yells at you about it, you're shutting down the lift, you're shutting down this most important thing we've got to do, but the most important thing is that you're going home safe, and you have the right to say, no, we need to stop the work and make the necessary phone calls if need be so that you go home safe.
If a coworker speaks up for your safety, please respect him or her for caring enough about you to say something. Please stop what you're doing and help resolve the concern.
With our work constantly changing, it is crucial for our teams to constantly perform risk assessments for all tasks. We have to train ourselves to always think what can go wrong. With all the tasks that we do, this also helps with eliminating complacency and letting our guard down. We have to trust that our employees go above and beyond in recognizing safety hazards on their own and taking actions to eliminate the hazards.
Taking shortcuts is a huge concern in our field. Our safety policies and procedures are in place for a reason, and we must follow them at all times. We have had several serious lacerations where someone was picking up a piece of sheet metal and their gloves were in their back pocket or 10 feet away in the back of the truck. I tell my guys, you might get by with taking a shortcut a few times, but you are never safe from being injured, and a few minutes is not worth any kind of injury. Take pride in doing the job the right way and the safe way.
Currently, we are pushing to improve our reporting of near misses. This is a great opportunity to learn from them and prevent reoccurrence. Often people are afraid of reprimand or discipline when reporting incidents. Here, we are trying to push reporting them in hopes of preventing them again in the future.
I tell my team that safety is a commitment that we won't take shortcuts, make assumptions, or perform a quick task without the proper PPE. This commitment might not be the fastest or the most efficient way to complete a task, but it will ensure you go home safely to your family and your friends every day. And that is our goal.
We work in a very unstable environment where things are constantly changing, and we have a lot of risks that we're presented with every day.
We operate in a dangerous field where things are consistently changing. We have to remain focused and alert at all times. The second you let your guard down, it's the second injuries occur.
I want to make sure that everybody understands that you have an equal commitment in this. The goal is that you go home to your family safe and sound. I'll do everything I can to make sure that the leadership's protecting you, providing the necessary devices that you need to be safe, but it isn't going to work unless you're equally committed to make sure you go home to your family safe and sound.
First impressions are the longest lasting impressions, but never be afraid to ask questions to your supervisor or foreman. We would much rather ensure your safety and spend time teaching you how to safely complete your tasks versus being injured and trying to figure them out on your own.
We all work to provide for our families. You owe it to your friends, your family, and your coworkers to work safely and go home safely every day.
We have our core values, which are mission first, people always. And the mission is to get the job done and make a profit so we can provide for our employees and make sure that everybody goes home safe. If there's any concerns about your authority to stop the work, your leadership team has your back to make sure that we can do that at any point in time. So whether you work in the electrical group, you work in the controls group, or you work on the major construction jobs, all the leadership team is committed giving you the authority to stop work. I'm really glad that you've joined our family company, and I want to focus on the do the right thing. Anytime there's an issue, any safety concern you have, please bring it up. Feel free to stop work. My door is always open. You can always call me directly and we'll resolve the issue so that you can go home safe to your family.